United Liverpool.
Speaking of trying to get a reaction, Simran is queen. Let's jump into our top stories this morning. It's 8:35 on a Wednesday morning. We're heading into the Eid break. And of course, the major story today is the major search for the missing Titanic expedition. As you're probably aware, a UAE-based businessman is among the crew missing. Captain Hamish Harding is a 59-year-old British businessperson based in the UAE. He's an explorer who was aboard the Ocean Gate submarine when it disappeared during a Titanic search expedition.
Now, the submarine lost contact with the shore on Monday, approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes into the dive. It was meant to ping back to the Polar Prince with a message every 15 minutes, but it lost contact soon after the dive began.
So Ocean Gate is trending worldwide. Their expeditions, and they're the company that owns the submersible. They released a statement that the search is ongoing. And now we have the reports that international planes, so not just the States, Canada and France are also involved, and ships have joined the search in what the US Coast Guard is saying. They're searching an area which is larger than the state of Connecticut. That's 20,000 square foot. People are saying it's like going into space, the search efforts that's ongoing. And they're saying it's extremely complex. Right now, the crew have roughly 26 hours of oxygen remaining on board.
Now, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum tweeted, while search teams are working hard to rescue passengers of the Ocean Gate submarine, Hamish Harding, Shahzada Dawood, his son Suleiman, Paul Henry, and Stockholm Rush, Dubai, and its people pray for their safety and hopeful return home. And we are following the updates anxiously and are unified in our prayers for them and their families during these difficult times.
It's just so scary, and I think that's pretty much says what we're all thinking, is that we are just praying for their return. We're hoping for a good news update at some point. We know that there's a massive search effort ongoing. There's ships. The ships are prepared that when they find the passengers, hopefully that they'll be able to take them into decompression units, and their safety is obviously number one priority. Just hoping for good news, and it's a nightmare stuff. It's really nightmare stuff.
Exactly, very true. And with so many countries uniting to just, take part in this rescue operation, obviously, like, you will be more hopeful than ever. So yeah, like Casey said, we're just waiting for some good news to come in.
And can I just mention that we shared this on our story yesterday. We shared this news. It's an international story, and some of the comments are choosing to cast judgment on the amount of money being spent on this trip. It's a $250,000 trip per person to be on board. However, just stop. On some points, there's a certain point with internet and responses to posts. It's like, you can have an opinion to a point, but there's these 5 people on board. They have families who are watching these stories and updates as anxiously as you are. They probably have no more access information to the story than we do. We're getting information directly from Ocean Gate's Twitter. So how dare you cast judgment on someone's choice when we are in the thick of a tragedy unfold? It's just horrific.
Very rightfully said. Exactly. Save the comments, honestly, and don't post them on the internet. Like Casey said, families are watching, friends are anxiously watching, so have some respect when you go online.